For this kimono, I used 2 yards of Ankara fabric. Before I start cutting, I place the Ankara on a fold so there's no shoulder seam. I'll be using the entire length of the Ankara fabric, which is 35 inches. For the width is about 45 inches, but this is so long for me, so I'm going to trim it off. To cut off the excess fabric, what I did was to just add 20 inches to my shoulder measurement. So my shoulder measurement is 16 inches. Then I added 20 inches. That is 10 inches for each side of the sleeve. So that is about 36. So I think I removed like 9 inches from the Ankara fabric. To take my next measurement, I'm going to fold the Ankara into 4. So right here, the width of the Ankara is 17.5. I'm going to open up the Ankara fabric. Since I have ironed out the shoulder, this will help me identify the shoulder easily. There's not going to be a shoulder seam on this kimono dress. This line right here is my shoulder line, so that is where I'm going to cut out my neck depth and neck width. My neck width is going to be 3 inches. I'm going to mark it on the Ankara fabric. From my shoulder line, I'm going to go down by about 10 inches. I'm going to mark that. Before the next measurement, I have cut out the fabric I'll be using to tape the kimono gown. This is a shining mikado, I think. You can actually use ashoke or ashofi if you have one. The one I have is not going to be enough for the whole kimono, so that's why I'm using the mikado fabric that I have at home. The width of the ashoke fabric is about 5 inches, so when it is unfolded, it's going to be 2.5. Half an inch for the joining and 2 inches for the taping. On my Ankara fabric, I'll be marking 1.5 from the 10 inches mark. So I'll be using half of an inch to join it to my mikado fabric. So I'm going to mark 1.5 from that 10 inches mark all the way to the hem of the Ankara fabric. For the back, the neck depth will be 1 inch, so I'm going to mark it and I'm going to connect it to my neck width. Once I'm done taking all the measurements, I'll go ahead and cut out the excess fabric. To start sewing, I've already cut out this mikado fabric. The width is about 9 inches, so when it is unfold, it's going to be 4.5, half of an inch to join it and 4 inches for the taping. So this will be for the side of the kimono. Before joining the mikado fabric to your Ankara fabric, make sure you give it a good press. Then you can go ahead and tape it on the side of the kimono. This is what it looks like once I was done taping the side of the Ankara fabric with the kimono fabric. The next step is fixing of the pocket. I've already gone ahead to shape out the pocket. The length is 9 inches while the width is 6 inches. For the pocket placement, I went up by 6 inches from the hem of the Ankara fabric. Then for the front opening, I went in by 4 inches. I will be pinning the pocket on the point I already marked. After pinning it, I'll go ahead and stitch it up. So guys, I am already done with the pocket and this is what it looks like. I will be fixing the hem of the kimono next. I've also cut out the mikado fabric, which is 9 inches, and when it's unfolded, it's going to be 4.5. So I'm just going to stitch it on the hem of both the front and the back of the kimono. This is what it looks like once I was done with the hem part. For the edge of that point, I just went ahead to fold it in by about half of an inch. I will be fixing the front taping next. The front taping is 5 inches, so when it's on fold, it's going to be 2.5. So I'm just going to notch the midpoint and also notch the midpoint of my neckline. Then I'm going to stitch it round. So guys, I'm done with the front taping and I also overlocked it, and this is what it looks like. So for the next step, from my shoulder measurements, I'm going to go down by 8 inches. This will be my sleeve opening. Then from the point where my kimono stop, I'm going to go in by 1 inch. Then I'm going to stitch it all the way down to the hem of the kimono. This is what it looks like once I was done with the kimono dress. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Bye.